Hi, I'm Dana, or Noni, of aslobcomesclean.com, and I'm sharing through video my back to routine, getting the house back under control. So I actually put up a video for yesterday, and we'll see if this one happens too. It's an experiment. So yesterday I talked about my kitchen and what it looked like after the craziness of out of routine summer and how it could have been so much worse. And so I'm going to show you day 2 of getting things back under control. So here's my kitchen. Okay, yes. All right, so lunch making spot. Yeah. Okay, so way better than it was yesterday in here. So this should only take me, this should only take me a few minutes to get this back under control. But I did want to just share real quickly, my day yesterday was anything but normal, because pretty much right after I finished cleaning the kitchen and getting laundry going, I got a phone call from my son's school saying that school had been in session a whole 2.5 hours, and he'd already broken his arm. So I spent the rest of the day at the doctor and then the orthopedic doctor and all that kind of stuff, getting his temporary cast on. So we don't do broken arms very often, so this is a kind of a big deal for us. Anyway, so it was not normal, but that's actually normal, because as a mom, there's no telling what in the world is ever going to happen. So, all right, so here's my getting things back under control, getting back into routine. But I do want to say that because my kitchen was clean yesterday and my cabinets were clear, that when I got home at 5 o'clock after all of that, and then picking up the other kids, and so, you know, it was well after 5 by the time I got home, and I was very tired, and that is normally my reason to make a big excuse. And I didn't. I actually cooked supper because my kitchen was clean. And then because my kitchen was mostly clean, then I cleaned up after all of that. So it just is kind of this cycle that just happens. So the dishwasher is empty because I did that this morning, because that's part of my routine. Yay for routine. Okay, so literally, actually literally, not just the being overly dramatic, literally 2 minutes less later, the kitchen is, I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah, so much easier. So now I'm going to move on to my next major habit, which I've ignored for several days, which is sweeping my kitchen floor. And it's not about sweeping, it's about those, those rags from a spill that I just left there. And, you know, the coffee thing over there, do you see it? That's still there. So it's 8 o'clock and I've made more progress in less time than yesterday, which is the thing that has had to sink into my brain, because before I started my blog, aslobcomesclean.com, and started figuring this stuff out, I would have thought, okay, well, the kitchen looked pretty good from the work I did yesterday, so I can skip today because it still looks better than it did before I started yesterday. But instead, the truth is, if I will just do the little bit of work to maintain the lot of work I did yesterday, and then a little bit of work tomorrow and a little bit of work tomorrow, then the day after that, then I end up with a lot more time in my day. So doing these things every single day instead of letting them pile up and spending a lot of time, somehow magically, but not magically at all, adds a bunch of time to my day. So that's what I've done. So I've swept the floor. The floor looks way better. When I did that, I also got newspapers off the floor over by my husband's chair and took them to the recycle, and you know, took care of things that I skipped yesterday because I was mostly trying to deal with the disaster part. So thanks for joining me. I am getting back into the routine, and I'm going to share that as I can, if I feel like it, through a video over the next several days at least. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Go to aslobcomesclean.com to find my ebooks, my podcasts, all that kind of stuff, because I talk about this stuff all the time. Bye.